Director's office.
Can't believe the trench opened from this. Trench is dead, along with Salvador and Tomasi. Marshall's missing. Darling's...
Where's the room of post-its? There it is. Look at all these post-it notes. Hey, where am I going? Yeah, you see them everywhere? There's so many. Oh, I went the wrong way. Here we go. Hotline room. To reach out and touch somebody. There it is. Where's this go? Hotline chamber.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond. Problem in the foundation. That was Ahti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Back to Ahti's vacation spot.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional.
Ah.
This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it. No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency. Looks like no one's been down here in a while. Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Should have manned up, kid.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead.
Uh-oh.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Ah! What's up, man? What are you doing there? Ah! I'm not going that way. Is this the right way? Okay. Yeah, he's on the move today. I wonder how it went. Yeah, I think it's a 4-hour drive. And last night he said they were coming at like, what, 7 hours or something like that? Probably unpacking right now. Hopefully, if it all went well.
Those paintings look old. Like, old.
Painting? What paintings? See no paintings? Oh, cave paintings. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't see one. They said on the wall, but...
Pickaxes now? The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
There's something shady being over here. I forget what it was. Maybe it wasn't in this part. Oh yeah, maybe it was up there. Or you come out there, I forget.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Uh-oh. I think Polaris just sent the signal. Should be on our way.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
The director!
Whoa. This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Good old gold guys. He's just sitting there shooting at a wall. What's that? I totally forgot of this.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish. You with me?
Yeah, and then you can get the one where I think you could shatter it. So like for these certain ones, like so those you could break because they're block. Some of them are blocking. You eventually get the other one, I think, too, that pulls it back in, and then I think you could shatter them because there's some areas you could access that are blocked by those things, and you can use it to kill people. Yeah, like that. Can't get in there yet. Oh. Complete the ritual. Uh-oh. Oh. Forgot about all this. Phew. Jeez. Don't touch. Should have killed you. That would have been funny.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Does it give me clearance to places of the unknown? A random mold thing just chilling. Nothing in here? What shit is that? Alright, that brings me back to the crossroads.
"28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. Her orders. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar when Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Parts, talisman, and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Dude is not a fan of his job. I wouldn't either. Bringing you with me.
Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
was stuck in here.
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here. / he the board told me about? Just doing my job. First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Jesse, hey!
Emily. What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The Astral Plane is
colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the Astral Plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the Astral Plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape.
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes. All of the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense, and a couple of my instruments have already broken.
We should take that as a sign to pack it in.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Look, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number. The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. I mean, clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The Astral Plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The Astral Plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the Astral Plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor. I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself. Don't be a stranger.
We've got this area covered, Director.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors? There's something behind that pistol.
There it is.
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
Let's put him down!
Oh, I thought something was in here.
Someone call a plumber. Thought no one was around to hear that.
Oh, no. No, it's something.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibilities.
Hey there, Parker.
We have another letter from a listener.
Breaking out bad?
It's unsigned, but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God.
Warning. Altered item detected in transport bay. Access is prohibited per safety regulation 18.a.
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure. No power. Typical. I should hire someone who built smaller machines.
material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them. Another etching. there? Okay, what the hell is going on? Wait, I'm back here? Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball. Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't. I don't like you deciding what I can't have. I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers. Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it? So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are? Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it? Are you part of the board? Or used to be? Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for... Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone? I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble. What was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Oh, hello, Director.
The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
It's the Director. Listening to? Weird entity A or B? Or neither. Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau is in danger. We know we need to repair them. The Astral Plane won't break reality on my watch. worse and worse. That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways. Kiss in the astral plane? That didn't go so well.
The Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be...
Oh, motherfucker. Whoa. Well, shit.
day plus 86. There's been a change. Hercules and Mabel, id numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel. She was always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets, did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. But now I realize I've grown fond of it. There's something deep in the stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is. An impotent storm. Father Shade in a cheap suit.
The etching. They sure changed their tune all of a sudden. I'm overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do. But I've got my intuition. And you.
Oh, hello, Director.
The nail is almost repaired. You really do have a knack for this kind of work.
Any progress with the nail?
Of course. I've been busy with surface analysis. Its composition is remarkably similar to that of material found in the Astral Plane, but it alters itself between my observations. It's almost as if it doesn't like being examined.
So the nail is from the Astral Plane?
Not necessarily. See, if we assume that, we're suddenly facing a lot of new questions. How did something so large get out of the Astral Plane? How did it get inside the oldest house? Did a threshold bring it in? Did people? Maybe through the motel.
Maybe it was always here.
Doubtful.
Have you spent any time looking into the crystals growing around here?
As if I could resist. The biggest question is where it comes from. A threshold? Or is it native to the Foundation? But if so, why doesn't it grow in the rest of the oldest house? The fact that they returned to an earlier state when damaged is severely inconsistent with our reality's adherence to linear time. So either they're A, partially conscious, or B, organic elements that are foreign to and yet influenced by our dimension. The jury's still out. Have you learned anything about the crystals?
I have a power that lets me stretch them.
Huh.
Yep. Any idea what Marshall would be doing down here?
That information is on a need-to-know basis, Faden. Sorry, I can resist. But honestly, I never had much interaction with Marshall. She only came to me when she was looking for Darling. But this is Helen Marshall we're talking about, the woman who single-handedly dealt with the Bergen Peak AWE. If she's down here, it's because she needs to be.
Well, clearly she couldn't handle this one on her own. I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. Floors crawl, walls slither, it's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see.
He's got in. Boom. The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Director Vaden here. Dispatch a ranger to this location.
Nice to see a director out in the field.
All right, this is the last one. I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready. There. Easy as pie. Fuck! But that's the last one! I fixed it, didn't Holy shit! Oh, thank God. What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, hello, Director.
If you're not gonna listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this. There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
I hope I know what I'm doing. That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
This is Director Faden. Send a ranger to my position.
Let's put him down!
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else. Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?